F.U.G.S females and F.U.G.S fellas, this week has been the most unethical week in all of gaming.
Charity gamers holding on to money, layoffs galore, the banning of the word scam, and the most unethical news of all surrounding the Game Awards. All this and more on this week's episode of F.U.G.S.
Okay, let's start off with some light news this week, like holding on to $6,000 worth of charity money that could help people with dementia.
Trouble began for previously ethical games journalist, the Completionist, aka Gerard Khalil, when currently ethical YouTubers, Some Ordinary Gamers, that's Muda, not Muta, and Carl Jobst uploaded videos about his charity, the Open Hand Foundation.
I know a little bit of a open hand myself, if you know what I'm saying.
You do not.
Kicks for Christ. I'm just kidding. IGN's Ryan Dinsell writes, the pair alleged the Open Hand Foundation, which was founded by the Completionist father, Charles Khalil, in memory of his wife Karen, and in which the YouTuber and his 4 siblings played an active role according to its website. Currently has more than $600,000 in donations untouched in the bank account and has no evidence of paying that money forward to organizations working against dementia.
This comes despite the Completionist, who boasts 1.63 million subscribers on YouTube, running yearly fundraising events called Indieland, in which online personalities and celebrities come together to raise money directly for the Open Hand Foundation.
Indieland is a celebration of indie games with a mission to raise money for this charity over a 30-hour span with tons of developers, influencers, and pop culture icons, dropping in for the cause. The website reads, all proceeds earned during the event go to the Open Hand Foundation. The Completionist has created some great YouTube content for gamers, and with his mother tragically passing away from dementia, it would be in bad faith to say he doesn't care about people with dementia. That would be poor taste for sure.
I agree. Yeah, no doubt, man. We at F.U.G.S are in no way accusing Gerard of anything other than not being all that invested in the day-to-day operations of a charity that he claims to be pretty involved in.
Do the right thing, Khalil. We're watching.
F.U.G.S knows.
But we don't have anything. Anyways, I think what is important for all the F.U.G.S boys and girls to remember is that the most important part of being an ethical games journalist is integrity.
With great ethicalness comes great journalism.
Amen. So?
I mean, it's pretty embarrassing. It's just the normal Boots curse finally catching up to him. You know what I mean?
I mean, golly, like he could complete the funds, and that phone call where he's like gets the date wrong, where he's not sure when he found out about it. That was pretty iconic.
I was not aware of that.
We're gonna play it. Link in the description.
God bless.
You weren't notified that the money was sitting there the whole time?
I knew it was sitting there at a certain point, and that's what made me proactively go about it. Like, I was made aware in 2021 when the money hadn't moved yet, and that's what made me go, that's not fucking cool. And that's when I got personally involved to move it. And
did anyone
2021 last year, 2022?
Yeah, did anyone tell you that the money was going somewhere before then? Were you being misled?
No. No one told me anything. I assumed that it was all going to a charity, and I assumed incorrectly.
All right, what's next up to bat? Previously thought to be ethical gamers. Who are we talking about? The Game Awards, and they got some nominees this year. Thank God.
Thank God.
They nominated people.
Buckle up. Make sure you're sitting down for this one. We got the best sequels in PlayStation game 2023 could squeeze out.
I love to. Without further ado, your nominees. We'll do one award or one segment each.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Game of the Year: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man, Resident Evil, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, of course. What a stunning lineup.
What a lineup.
I have not played any of those games personally. Actually,
I've not played any of them. I've seen a couple people play them.
I played a lot of ones in those, but never a sequel.
I did play all the games that are the sequel of.
Yeah.
So I feel pretty confident.
Yes, I feel because like, how different can Tears of the Kingdom be?
Well, fortunately, none of those games are going to show up anywhere else in these nominations,
Yeah,
so we don't have to worry about it.
And thank God Gavin's not right here, because he would be like, "Oh, I'd be fuming."
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Next one.
Best Game Direction. Alan Wake 2. Baldur's Gate 3. Marvel Spider-Man 2.
A lot of
right. Unstoppable lineup. Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Okay. Cannot be beat. And of course, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
I almost thought they weren't going to. They should have best sequel.
No, and I mean this. I couldn't help but notice that category and the previous category had the exact same nominations.
It's a lineup.
It was the.
I don't think Resident Evil 4 was there, but
There you go. That's true.
That's about it. That's about it. And Resident Evil 4. Gavin's got a lot to say about that one.
So don't let it be understated. 5 games did come out this year.
Hey guys, stay tuned. Gavin's gonna say some really ridiculous stuff about Resident Evil 2.
Gavin, don't even worry.
Yeah, All right, fuck him.
All right, now in a rare F.U.G.S move, we're actually going to be talking about TV
movie
instead. Ladies and gentlemen, here are 5 things that neither of us.
I haven't been to a movie since. Well, I mean, I've seen some of this. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, based on a true story. That's his actual movie DVD name. The Last of Us, HBO thing. Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Twisted Metal. I assure you, I don't know one person who's seen Twisted Metal.
I don't.
That's for
I
damn
don't
sure.
I just watched the cutscenes in the games. Those are better from what I understand.
Just play the game. Play the video game.
You should probably play video games.
We're not going to tell you what to do, but we're not going to link that in this.
We're going to have to take that one out. We're going to have to pull that one out.
We're just saying that if you have the proper...
Best narrative, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about Alan Wake 2. I'm talking about Baldur's Gate 3. I'm talking about Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty.
Best narrative.
Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We got DLCs up this year, all right? We got Final Fantasy 16 and Marvel's Spider-Man 2, all right? Now, if we're talking about DLCs that should have been nominated this year, I really think it's a shame that Modern Warfare 3 wasn't
the best DLC.
Wasn't a DLC that got nominated for Best Story this year.
It's crazy. Like $70. I paid that money immediately. I was like, you know what, $70? Of course I'm kidding. That is absolutely ridiculous that people are paying $70 for DLC. And if my brother asks for Christmas, if you ask this for Christmas, I'm going to be angry. Best score in music: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and yeah.
I really...
We heard that 16 soundtrack.
Final Fantasy has not interested me in a long time. It's been about 9 Final Fantasies since I thought they made one that was really standout special. But I'll tell you what, Final Fantasy's kept up the goddamn music.
Dude,
it is so impressive.
Gavin, he was talking to us whenever we recorded his segment, and he showed us.
He cooked.
He showed it. He cooked. Final Fantasy 16. If you haven't heard that OST, there are some bangers in that. I really recommend that.
Best performance: Ben Starr, Final Fantasy 16. Cameron Monaghan, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. The winner of this category: Idris Elba, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. Melanie Libbard, Alan Wake 2. Neil Newborn, Baldur's Gate 3. Yuri Lowenthal, Marvel Spider-Man 2. I can't believe they didn't have debut performance.
Debut performance: Idris Elba.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I personally think it's going to be Yuri Lowenthal because they really like to give him a reach around. And that's just how I feel about it.
No, I mean, for sure. I mean, but look, he ain't Nolan North. You know what I mean? If it was Nolan North or Idris Elba, maybe we're talking about it. But
we're looking at the teleprompter so anxious right now. This next category. I saw you, you were like
this one's
this one's a doozy. Best ongoing game: Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077,
Ow!
Final Fantasy 16, Fortnite, Genshin Impact. I saw a comment, and I will put it up here. That was like Cyberpunk because it's a single player game. That's my favorite ongoing. That like? Are we missing something?
I genuinely do not understand. I do not understand how you can make a game 2 years ago, right?
A bad game.
It's not an online game. Like, what? It has DLC.
I mean, I think there are online elements.
Bro, I've never heard anybody say, "Hey, let's hop on Cyberpunk."
We are the fake, uninformed gaming show. We have not played this game.
No, I'm just saying. Who's ever been like, "Yeah, I'll hop on Cyberpunk tonight"? You trying to play Cyberpunk with me? No one I've ever worked with, no one I've ever met has ever been. More people have asked to play Sea of Thieves. If more people have asked to play Sea of Thieves than your game, I'm going to assume it doesn't have an online component. I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
Sea of Thieves was not on here. Sea of Thieves had a
good
year.
year.
Pirates of the Caribbean, One Piece was one. I think they did One Piece this year.
It was a good year.
And then but we would obviously we can't give it to them. We got to give it to Cyberpunk. And then Call of Duty should have been up on. Yeah, 1 sec. I got to pause the telephone. Call of Duty should have been up there.
I'm going to say this. The fact that Persona 3 was not nominated for Best Ongoing Game is ridiculous.
I mean,
it's outrageous. They had a release this year. They got another one right around the corner. It is an ongoing series, Persona 3, and it's doing very well.
At this point, Spider-Man 2 is an ongoing game. The Carnage DLC is coming soon.
All I'm saying is Persona 4 virgins seethe, my friend, at Persona 3 chads like myself. It's been a great couple years for P3.
Don't try Persona 3 at home.
Do not.
We do not condone that. Best indie game. Cocoon. Dave the Diver. Dredge. Sea of Stars. Viewfinder. And I think you were supposed to be.
Who knows? Best debut indie game. Cocoon. Dredge. The winner of this category, Pizza Tower.
Almighty.
Vinba. Viewfinder. All right. Now let me tell you something. All right. Let me step in and tell you something right now. Okay. Dave the Diver winning this category, or the previous category, I'm sorry, is a tragedy. Not an indie game. All right. Produced by a major publisher that's in bed with EA. All right. Has a major stake in the online component of a lot of games, and they made a pixel art category that basically bought themselves a video game award this year. It's ridiculous, and the fact they had a makeup category, so that way Pizza Tower, the game that deserves to win and is going to actually win Best Debut Indie Game, it's ridiculous.
At this point, they should put Triangle Strategy up on there because it's an indie game. It's pixels.
I can't wait to see Geometry Dash as the winner of next year's Best Debut Indie Game.
Link's Awakening.
It's pretty ridiculous, and I can't wait to see Cyberpunk be the ultimate winner of next year's Best Indie Game.
We could spend this whole episode whining about the Game Awards, but for more context of who else is being nominated, check out the Variety article linked in the description below.
You know who's got an uncomfortable history with the Game Awards? Konami.
And, as you noticed, Hideo Kojima is not here with us tonight, and I want to tell you a little bit about that. Mr. Kojima had every intention of being with us tonight, but unfortunately he was informed by a lawyer representing Konami just recently that he would not be allowed to travel to tonight's awards ceremony to accept any awards.
This year, Konami released a new Silent Hill game. Oh boy, I can't wait. How long has it been? 8 years?
11.
Holy cow. It's a chat-based choose-your-own-adventure game, and it also looks like crap.
It's all right. You spin what's called influence points.
Oh, that's
a group of people online, what could go wrong? In addition to a $20 battle pass. Let me remind you, this is basically a choose-your-own-adventure book that you have to keep feeding money into like it's a Metal Gear Solid 3 pachinko machine.
You can buy Apex and Fortnite battle passes with $20. Now, in this chat-based game with gamers, what would be the first thing you would do? Ban gamer words. And I have that list right here. You want to read it? Are you sure you can read it?
Can I say the whole ban list?
Try it out.
Yeah, I can. The only 3 words they banned were scam, Hideo, and Kojima.
That's unethical.
That's pretty unethical.
Not only did they ban pointless and non-offensive words, they didn't ban words like, I don't know, the N-word with a hard R. Lazy.
They actually banned Gamer Awards and not the Gamer Award. Nevertheless, on the very last episode of this game's release, they shut the chat off, making the chat-based game literally unplayable.
That's epic.
Truly, this is the most silent Silent Hill.
They really did it.
But they did it.
They did it. And what do you think about that?
I'm going to be honest. Konami. They're evil. They are the most evil video game company. You work there, and then you can never work anywhere else. You get completely blacklisted from the industry overseas.
They have bangers.
My man Hideo Kojima had to move to America to start making video games, and he was the vice president of the company at one point.
They had bangers, that's for sure.
They're pretty evil.
In 1984.
Yeah.
The last banger they made was like that first Super Bomberman R for the Switch. You had to buy it day one.
And the worst part is, I'm such a sucker. I'm probably gonna go ahead and buy the next one. I'm probably gonna buy the next Metal Gear Solid. They're re-releasing them. I'm gonna buy them probably.
I think it did re-release actually.
Yeah, I know. No, Metal Gear Solid 3. I'm probably gonna buy that, or Delta, I believe it's been called. I'm probably gonna buy it. I'm an idiot.
Alrighty. Well, he is an idiot. Now let's introduce a man that definitely needs an introduction. Gavin! Gavin has been an unethical game journalist for about 1 week now. So, Gavin, let's see what important, essential gaming news you have to bring to the table.
Go. All right. So, in other news, let's look at the Golden Joystick Awards. Let's see what they've kind of been cooking in the meantime. Okay. So, let's look at their Ultimate Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that one. A lot of love went into the game. Looks sick. Gameplay's good. Art style's fine. Story all good. All right. Oh look, there's some specific awards going on for the platforms. Okay. Okay. So there's Game of the Year awards for the platforms. Nintendo got Legend of Zelda. Good. That makes perfect sense. Xbox, they got Starfield. You know what? That's all they got. I'm not gonna blame them. But let's see. PC, Baldur's Gate 3. That's on all platforms. But a lot of PC stuff is on platforms. At least the good shit. What the is this unethical bullshit? All right. So we got PlayStation Game of the Year. All right. What games do we got here? We got Resident Evil 4 as the fucking Game of the Year. What the fuck?
Unethical.
The fuck is this unethical bullshit? That's on all platforms. Is that even like an exclusive? What games did come out on fucking PlayStation exclusive? What game did come out on PlayStation exclusive? What about FF16? What was that one? Was that one PlayStation exclusive? Was that on on fucking?
I believe it only came out for the PlayStation.
On Xbox as well. Let me look. The fuck is this unethical bullshit? This is literally a PlayStation exclusive, and they didn't choose the PlayStation exclusive.
Throw that
on fucking Game of the Year. It's like they went out of their way to not put it as Game of the Year. Like, don't get me wrong, Resident Evil 4 is fucking good. It's good. Graphics are good, story's good, gameplay's good, but why not choose the fucking PlayStation exclusive for the PlayStation Game of the Year?
It was good 18 years ago.
The fuck? Yeah, I mean, like, shit. It was good 18 years ago, but that's fine. We could just put Resident Evil 4 as best ongoing game. Why the fuck not? Woo! But no, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna put Resident Evil 4 as Game of the Year for PlayStation and not the PlayStation exclusive for PlayStation Game of the Year. It had fucking great music, great voice acting, great gameplay, great graphics. But fuck FF16. No. But you know what? It's just fucking unethical. 0 out of 10. Fuck you, ladies and gentlemen.
I have a gun.
All right, let's get out of here.
Wow, Gavin. I knew you wouldn't let Silver Controller get away with their little scams.
That's what they're called.
Let's look at the comment section of this Variety article, see if anyone can tackle the video game awards.
John Ratton, presumably... Oh, sorry. John Rodden, we gotta give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Presumably a Southern All-American gamer writes, "It was only a matter of time until the communist ideology creeped into gaming. As long as you support the message, you will get nominated."
This poor generation cannot get away from this propaganda no matter where they turn. All by design.
And look how easy it was. you don't follow the ideology, you are a racist, a bigot, or a foe.
Ooh.
It never ends. Ask yourself, is this going to end well? I think all the blue hairs know the truth, but are scared to death of retribution.
So what's the message? What game has the message in
Yeah,
it?
which was, there were like 50 games. Was it Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, I mean, what, like, because he showed his hair at the end? Is that
What's going on in Baldur's Gate 3? I didn't play
well,
that.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can sleep in it. Hey, that game, unholy.
You can do what, nigga? Well, Tugs is canceled. I just found out what Baldur's Gate 3 is all about.
We won't be here next week. Don't ask where we are. Seriously, don't ask. Okay. Don't look in the wood.